It's time to let it flow. It's time to let it flow. Yeah, it's time to let it flow. Yeah, it's time to let it flow. It's time to let it flow. What's poppin'? Welcome to the next episode of Let It Flow. I got some very special guests today.
Hi.
Hey.
How y'all doing?
Good.
So go ahead and tell me your name.
You want to go first?
My name is Nayara, but I go by Nene most of the time.
My name is Soraya, but most of my friends call me Sai or Sai.
So how old are y'all?
I'm 13.
And I'm 9.
Okay. So I know y'all do YouTube.
Yeah.
What's the name of y'all channels?
Good.
Mine is So Cute Soraya.
Mine is Baby Girl Nene.
How long y'all been on YouTube for?
That's a hard question.
Y'all been doing YouTube since you was young, since you was little
Yeah.
kids.
Like
4 years?
no.
No.
Wasn't 4
It was
years.
way more.
We've been doing it since their old house.
Yeah.
I'd say it's been about 4 years?
Probably most likely.
4, 5, 4 and a
Four,
half.
4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because y'all started doing some videos when we was in Atlanta,
Yeah.
and we've been here for a while. So do y'all like living better in Houston or in Atlanta?
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
We have a lot of family.
Yeah,
there.
we have. a lot
Yeah,
of
I can understand that for sure.
Yeah.
I like Houston because it's nicer, newer. The schools too.
Yeah, but
I can't stand the schools.
well, the schools. I'm not sure about the schools, but
Really?
after all, it's okay.
The schools are good, but like it's the people in the schools.
Okay.
They're
Interesting.
most bad influences.
Yes.
Well, I mean, you never told me that before. So what is a bad influence? What do they do?
Some of them are just like, like real, like mean, disrespectful, racist. Like
Really?
it's
I don't really have this.
Racist.
that's
her.
Yeah, that's my school. I don't even know.
Now, see, that makes me mad for real.
It does. It honestly disappoints me.
Well,
It's mostly, what race it is mostly in my school?
what's that?
It's literally like most of the Indians like saying like the N word. That's it.
Oh, well, that's weird.
And like Hispanics.
Are they saying it like in like a mean way, or they're just saying it while they're talking?
They just say it like out of nowhere, literally.
Just like randomly.
Actually, just to be funny. Like I bet I could say the N word right now.
Just
Dare you.
being petty.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's very strange.
It is, honestly.
So it's a very multicultural area. A lot of different people. So what inspired y'all to become YouTubers?
Well, we mostly became YouTubers because we moved here. We mainly came here to become a YouTuber, but I mostly wanted to be a YouTuber because I saw like everybody else doing it, and they just inspired me to do it too. And it looks pretty cool to do YouTube, and it looks kind of fun. And you could do like skits, videos, vlogs, stuff like that. But like the first time I did my first video, like I was kind of nervous. But whenever you like get used to it, it's actually fun. And yeah.
Were you nervous in your first video?
Yes. Actually, I don't think so.
No.
So like I remember this one time in like Florida, or like it was in Florida. We had this old house, and like we made like content, I think, and we did, because I remember this one video me and Soraya made like an unboxing Shopkins video, and and like I was honestly real energized. Soraya was kind of still like a baby, but like I remember that video mostly. I also used to like do karate, and I think like Ima used to like film that too. And
So y'all been doing content for a long time.
Yeah.
Ever since I want to say before we moved here, like ever since I known y'all, pretty much we started doing probably like a year after I met y'all, we started doing content. And y'all were involved in it. Like one of my favorite pranks we ever did was on y'all channel.
I think I know which one.
No, I know which one.
So
Y'all were dying laughing at that video.
You were I don't know how young were you. Were like
No, I was
7.
5. I was 5.
You were 5?
No,
No,
you
way.
were not.
No.
Wait.
You
You
were
was
like
7.
3
No,
years
I
old.
wasn't. I wasn't 7.
You were
I
like
wasn't
3 years
7.
old, 4 years old.
4.
No, I was probably 4.
How old was she?
4
She
or
was like
5.
4 years old.
4 or 5, honestly.
I was probably 4.
The Roach video. She was like 3 years old. I
3.
promise you were like 3 years old. You were like 3 years old. We put a roach in your burger, and then we gave you the burger, and you ate it. You're like, there's a roach in my burger.
She didn't eat it. She opened
There's a
it.
roach.
No, I opened it because I wanted
Want
to see
ketchup.
which was.
No, you
What
wanted
was
ketchup.
on it? Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to
And
see
you-
what was on it.
You started crawling away. There's a roach in my burger.
I remember I opened my burger first. I was like, "There's no ketchup in it," and I went to go and get ketchup, and then she opened hers. She was like, "There's a roach in my burger."
I was terrified at that moment. I was like, hold up, what just dropped? And then no, I lifted up the bun. The roach was stuck on the top. So when I was about to put the bun down, I saw something drop and I was like, oh my god. And then I started running to my Iman and then I was like, no, there's a roach in my burger. Oh, that was so funny.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, that's
So
that was
we've been getting y'all for a long time,
Yep.
for sure. Y'all are great YouTubers. Y'all have a very natural personality to do YouTube. Not every kid does. Like I didn't. When I was a kid, I didn't really have a natural personality for YouTube. So y'all, I'm very impressed with y'all skills when it comes to doing YouTube. Definitely keep it up. I see y'all getting really big on YouTube. Just stay dedicated. We're gonna teach y'all to edit and everything. You're gonna.
She already knows how to edit, basically.
Kinda.
Yeah. We're gonna keep teaching y'all to get better.
So we can do our own stuff on our own.
Nah,
Exactly.
I'm gonna do my own thing.
I'm gonna do my own thing. Nah, I'm gonna do my own thing.
So what is like some words that a parent shouldn't say? Words that you feel like parents shouldn't be saying.
A word.
Like words that
word.
kids say that parents shouldn't say.
Oh. You already know the word.
Well, tell me.
Okay.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Tell me all the words.
Okay, so
Brain rot.
brain rot. There's brain rot, which is.
Go ahead and say it.
I want you to say it so bad.
No, I'm not
Okay,
saying.
which is like Riz.
Skibbity.
Ohio, Rizzler, Sigma, stuff that people randomly be saying. It's just all the way.
They make a different meaning for it today, which
It's
Is that all the words? Is there any more?
there's a lot more like yachts. Oh God.
what else?
Beta, whatever that means. What in the world?
Like a lot of like stuff, mostly on TikTok. Like,
Yeah, it's just all over the place.
yeah,
now.
it is. It's annoying.
So if y'all show me like a TikTok dance and I say that's beta, that's not cool.
No.
That's beta.
What if I say that's Sigma?
No, don't say that.
No.
Don't say that.
No.
It means cool, but it's just
You thought-
weird how people say it. It just doesn't.
When a
sound right.
parent says it?
Yes, especially parents.
Okay. So what is the most embarrassing thing that a parent can do to a kid in public or wherever?
You know what? Like,
What?
you know, like when you're out in the mall, like anywhere, like in public, and you see someone that's like, kind of attractive, and they like kind of make you embarrassed, like
Your parents?
yes,
What would they do? Like
or like with you when you're with your friends or something like that.
What?
Like they do like something embarrassing or say something embarrassing. That's a pet
so
peeve.
what could they say that would be embarrassing? What would be the most embarrassing thing they could say?
You need to do your homework. You need to clean up that room. You need to clean yourself because your booty stank.
Oh.
Like,
Ooh, that
like
would be
stuff like
embarrassing.
that.
That would be embarrassing.
Say it like that.
Yo,
So-
because that's how our aunt
So
kind of.
I'm gonna tell your mom to do that. Your ema to do that.
Please.
I would never. I would never go out ever again.
Me neither. I would stay in my.
I
room.
wouldn't talk to my friends for 6 weeks.
Nah.
So what is one of your favorite things about being a big sister?
That I can teach her things like stuff that she doesn't know, but I know, and it's kind of like improves herself and being like a person, and like teaching her like respect and stuff like that. Also, like to be fun, like give her opportunities to like try something new, like like she used to not like spicy food at all, but then
True.
and like I tried getting her in the face and like getting to eat foods that are spicy, but like that are not really spicy, so she can like get used to it.
Right. So what's some of the things that you look up to your bigger sister?
I don't know, like TikTok, crocheting, stuff that we usually do that I don't know how to do yet, and stuff that I want to learn from her, like singing, writing, stuff like that.
I like writing, honestly.
Writing songs? Or
writing in general.
Just writing stories and stuff.
Honestly, I like writing, but like I hate just getting forced. I hate getting forced to doing something. Like
you want to do it because you want to do it.
Yeah. Like
in your free time.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure. So I'm gonna ask you first, Niara, what is the most annoying thing about your sister?
I have so many things.
Well, okay, what's the top 3 then?
When she makes booty remixes.
Whoa, what is that?
I would play a song. No, stop. I would play a song in front of her, and she would go, a booty, booty, booty. I'm like, I wish you booty where I've been. Like, for real? Why do you have to mess it up?
Oh my god. That's your... Oh, it's so funny though.
Okay, give us one more.
Next thing, when she runs away, like, when I ask her to do her a favor, she runs away. Like, why do you run away? And she does it with everybody. Ima, Abba, like, she runs away. I'm like, hey, can you throw this away? Like, and she dashes away.
Well, you gonna stop doing that.
What? Like, you're running away from responsibilities.
Okay. So, well, I'll give you 2. What's your 2?
My 2?
Yeah. What's the 2 most annoying things about your sister?
This was going to embarrass her more than me.
Okay.
When she always comes over. No, she always just, whenever I'm sitting down somewhere, she always just randomly comes over there. Just looks around and then just sits on me. She just randomly sits on me and then starts bouncing her butt on my lap. And then I'm like, what is wrong with you?
I do it to annoy her.
And then
It's
second
funny.
one. When she just randomly just comes into my room, it just starts knocking things down.
Whoa.
I don't do
Like,
that anymore.
no.
I've done it like twice before.
Like literally, she just walks into my room. She's like, just in her room chilling. She just walks into my room, knocks something down, knocks like 2 or 3 things down, and then turns on or off the lights, and then just walks out. And I'm like,
Yo,
girl,
it's
Just
so
a mess
funny.
yes.
It's so funny. It's like a habit, kind of. It's like I'm itching to annoy my sister. I'm like, I need to do something. So I come in her room. I knock things down, turn on the lights, and close the door. It's so funny. She's like, Nayara.
It's annoying. It's annoying, but it's funny at the same time.
It's your reaction at the
I'll
end.
tell y'all, like, for 2 sisters, y'all get along really well. I've seen a lot of brothers and sisters not get along so well. So, like, what advice do y'all have to other sisters out there who might not always get along so well?
Honestly, you have to just see like the good in your sister. Like, she is the one person that is always gonna that's always gonna look up to you, is always gonna see what you're doing, is always gonna see the good in you. Then she knows you the most. That's the thing. Like any sibling will know you the most because they've been with you longer, you know? And you just gotta understand, like, anything like annoying, the most annoying thing they can do, you just gotta understand, like, they're your sibling. You gotta love them. Like that, they're not always like that, and you just gotta understand. Like, this is my sister. Like, I love them for who they are, and like you just gotta like move on. Move
And
past
you gotta know, like, you have somebody to look up to. Yeah, and you can't just like stay mad at them forever, because y'all can actually get in real big like fights and not like each other anymore. And it can actually get really, really bad with siblings, but I think me and her are good siblings.
Yeah, we have that. We just click.
Yeah, click.
I can't snap my fingers.
That was a great answer.
Thank you.
That was very good. You're absolutely right. Everything you said.
Yeah.
I like that answer. So y'all are very independent for kids. Like, y'all actually get up, and you get up in the morning. By like, your mom will help you get up, but you don't need it. Y'all will get up on your own, and y'all will get ready for school, and go to school.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how did y'all get like that? Because a lot of kids aren't like that.
Well,
It started in elementary school when we first both got into the same school.
yeah,
I realized how me and her times are like
kind of different.
kind of different, exactly. And I kind of had to like wake up earlier so she could also wake up. So I usually wake up at like 7 or 6 to get her up, and so we can both get dressed, get things done, say prayer, brush teeth, wash face, stuff like that. And honestly, it's the best experience. Honestly, like getting up early is the best thing for me.
Yeah, and plus that, like, it's just fun to wake up early sometimes, because, like, I just like seeing the sunrise and, like, sunsets and stuff. But it's actually fun because, like, we actually get to walk to school, and, like, getting a morning walk just feels, like, good, and it feels like something that you need to do often.
And you walk her to school?
Yeah, all the time. Well, even though I don't want to, I still do.
Well, you're a great sister.
Thank you.
For that. And y'all are very independent. It's impressive that y'all do that, because a lot of kids don't have it in them. And also, y'all know how to cook too. I've never seen kids that were y'all age who can actually
God.
It'll be a Saturday, be like, hey, it's breakfast time. Y'all gonna cook, and y'all can cook the whole thing. I don't even have to help you in it at all.
She's good at, like, the bacon, eggs, stuff like that. But I love making pancakes. I don't know why.
Flipping the pancake.
I love flipping the pancakes. It's just satisfying, sizzly everywhere.
She doesn't make the pancakes. She just wants to flip them. I'm like, I'm gonna make the batter, and she was like, "Oh, can I flip the pancakes?" I'm like, "Okay, you can flip the pancakes."
Y'all make good pancakes. I ain't gonna lie, like better than the restaurant, for real. Because the restaurant pancakes aren't always all that. They're okay, but y'all do a good job for sure. So, have y'all ever been bullied in school?
No.
Have I ever been bullied at school? Yes, I have.
You have.
But I didn't let that hurt me though.
What happened?
There was this fat boy that literally criticized everything about me. My hair, the things like accessories I wore, my clothes. I'm like, bro, is this the only thing you do? You're literally fat. You can't fit in your own clothes. Like, bro, it's so annoying. And it's always the boys too. Always the boys. Never mind. Scratch that. There was this one girl that was jealous of me. And, like, she tried taking everything away from me back in, like, 6th grade. And, honestly, I moved past that. She thinks we're friends, like, now in 7th grade. I'm like, girl. And she's like...
So when did this person bully you? Was this in middle school or elementary school?
Middle school.
Why am I just now knowing this?
Yeah.
You knew this.
I didn't hear about this one.
I probably heard about it, but I just forgot.
You know who it is.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh. Yeah.
So I'm going to get deep with y'all with this question. So I'm going to ask you first. What's the hardest struggle that you went through in your life so far?
I'd say losing my grandparents. It did take, like, a lot down from me. Like, back in elementary school, like, I didn't even get to see, like, my grandpa, like, pass away. I didn't even hear anything from him yet until, like, somebody told me, which was, it actually hurt. My grandmother, it was, man, It was a lot.
hard.
It was.
It was very hard losing her. We went through a lot when we first lost her. Like when we first heard that she passed away, we were all very sad about what happened.
She's honestly the most best person, like, I look up to mostly, because like she's older than most.
She's
Like,
wise.
Yes.
Yeah.
Here, wise, like in the mind,
Yeah.
old, and that's why I like going to her for things, like
She's really inspiring.
very inspiring, honestly, and yeah, I miss her a lot. She's like, she was the best, honestly.
She was the best. She gave us everything.
Like,
Our emo didn't even want her buying that stuff. For us and
Exactly.
stuff, but she still did it either way because she's like,
She-
let me spoil my grandchildren, please.
she would come to our house. No, she would come pick us up from her house, and she would be like, "Oh Lord, you got the more stuff." Like,
I know, right?
like, yes, she did.
She got you a lot of stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that y'all went through that. That was a very sad time.
Yeah,
for
it
sure.
was a very sad time.
When we walked in the room that first time, that was a
Yeah.
tough time.
It was.
That was a tough
Yeah.
day. Because we didn't know how sick she was. When we saw her that day, how did you guys feel?
I felt really sad and kind of angry, to be honest, because I wasn't there to see like her that time, and I wish I was actually there, but at least we did the best that we could do to actually help her.
It mostly surprised me from how skinny she was. Because, like, the last time we saw her, it was at great-grandmother's house, and she wasn't really that skinny.
Yeah.
But, like, the first time I saw her, I was like, wow, this is serious. This is actually bad. And I was like, dang.
Yeah. We all felt at the same time.
Yeah.
And it happened so quickly, too, even with Papa.
Yeah, it happened so fast. I didn't even know like what was going on. But yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. This gives you something to, like, when times are getting hard and you're trying to find a reason to go hard, like, you're questioning yourself, do what you do to make her proud. She wants to see y'all. She saw stars in you, and she wants to see y'all be something special. So let that motivate you to be something great. Because, you know, for her, you know, she's still watching, and she wants to see you guys succeed. You know, so you guys are young. So to have that, you went through a hard time, but you can use that now to strengthen you moving forward.
Honestly, losing something is the best way to push yourself forward, you know? Like, to go harder, make yourself a better person. Forget about, like,
What happened in the past.
Yeah, and move on as a stronger person than you were yesterday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So if you could describe your mom in a couple sentences, what would you do?
Okay,
How would you say
I'll
it?
go.
All right, go ahead.
Funny, inspiring, and brave. There's the word.
Brave.
Brave.
That's all you got?
Yeah.
So funny, inspiring, and brave. Okay. What you got?
I'd say my mom is very gorgeous, inspiring, helpful, confident, and there's a word I'm looking for. Wise person.
That's great.
Yeah.
She is. She's an amazing girl. Amazing woman.
World.
So how would you describe your relationship with your mom? You can go first, Nara.
How would I describe my relationship with my mom? I'd say we're kind of like best friends, you know? Like, but more than best friends. Like, we have like,
Sisters.
I don't know about sister, but like, you know, like a best friend, somebody I can go and talk to and like get information about like the world or anything I need help on and yeah, stuff like that.
How would you describe it?
Very helpful. Very probably like
It's a relationship.
she's a nice person to go to, like to talk to whenever I need help on something or I need to know something.
Literally my answer.
Yeah, cause
It's true.
Yeah, it's true. And that's all.
That's all you got? Okay, so what do you love the most about your mom?
That she has a lot of courage to like keep moving forward after everything we've been through, like after like losing like our old house, getting a new house, making new friends, and
Making
my
content.
shoe. Yeah, making content. Yeah, letting us meet new people, and yeah, move like she's really like somebody to actually like get inspired by, because like she gone through a lot of things that like I could never been through, but she passed she like moved past it, and I think that's very like inspirable.
You literally took that whole sentence out of my mouth.
What are you talking
I
about?
was just about to say that.
Say what?
The same thing that you just said.
Yours a lie.
Well, let's hear from your perspective. What do you love most about your mom? That was a great answer, by the way.
What I love most about her, she's very interesting, to be honest.
Wow.
She's very not like that, but she's very very brave about things that hurt her. She just moves on and just forgets about all that thing. Forgets about all the things that happen in her like life.
Like all the pain.
Yeah. That she's been through.
Do you feel like you guys learn from her?
Yeah.
How to deal with pain and get through hard times?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all are good at that, for sure. I'm glad that she taught you that, because that's a tough lesson. A lot of people don't learn that. For y'all to have that type of understanding at your age is very good. And it's going to take you a long way in life, too.
Yeah, she has very good advice and stuff.
So what is the best lesson that you learned from your mom?
Keep going forward. Keep looking beyond life, and see that you're like an amazing person that's going to be successful in the future. Like, yeah, hey, you're going to be a superstar. You just got to remember that, you know?
Be proud of yourself. Be mostly like kind to yourself, and
She's basically saying how to love yourself.
yeah, how to love yourself.
Wow. That's so important. I talk to adults and try to tell them that, too. How important it is to love yourself. You have to, for sure. If you don't love yourself, then it's just, you're not going to be able to get nowhere in life. That's where your confidence. You said one thing you love about your mom is her confidence. You got to love yourself to have that confidence, and y'all have a lot of confidence.
Yeah, there's a lot of people, well, like that I know, like my friends, they're like, bro, I can't do this. I'm ugly. I'm bad. Like, you just got to understand, like, you can be a better person. And the person that you are right now, I'm happy to like, be friends with you because you are that person. And, yeah, like, you're not what you think you are. You say that. You're just saying that.
Just to
Or,
make
like,
yourself feel bad. And
Yeah,
stuff.
make yourself feel bad. And you shouldn't make yourself feel bad. That's how you, like, mostly bring down everything. And most people, like, don't have a lot of things, like, cope with, so they, like, you know, cut themselves.
Yeah.
Do, like, try to hurt themselves. And they think that's how they cope. And that's not how you cope with things like that. All you need to do is just learn, like, you are a person and you are a good person.
Wow. I really like that. People don't know how to cope with things. And you know, these people are going through pain too, but they deal with it a different way. They weren't taught how to love themselves properly. So they feel like they got to cut themselves or just get mad and just break things, do something that's going to harm either them or their future. I agree. You gotta look in the mirror and love what you see, and don't listen to what nobody ever says if they're saying bad things. But you already know that. You already know that. I don't think that's why when I asked you if you get bullied, you said no. People bully people who are easy to bully. People are gonna bully kids that are weak, that get mad and get upset, that get a reaction and a reaction of fear. They feed off of that. But if you try to bully, you're not gonna bully somebody who's confident or that loves herself. So that's why y'all haven't got problems with bullying. I mean, every now and then, every kid's gonna have something happen, but some kids get it a lot worse. So, how's the relationship with your dad?
Ooh, I love my dad. Honestly, I go to him more now since like my grandmother passed away.
Yeah.
He's very wise, honestly. He teach me like how to become a virtuous woman, like in the Bible.
I was just about to say that.
How to become calm and like
Powerful, brave, respectful. Yeah.
See other perspectives, because like I can see other perspectives in like a lot of people now, and yeah.
Wow.
He's very inspiring.
Yeah, he's
Nice.
very inspiring. He's like a good person to go to whenever stuff happens or something.
He's more than a friend.
Yeah, way more
He's
than
a
a friend.
best friend.
Well, I'm glad. That's great. I mean, a lot of those lessons that he taught you, being a virtuous woman, that's powerful. That's
Very
powerful. For sure. So what's some of the lessons that your dad taught you?
A lesson that he's taught, well, yeah, being a virtuous woman.
Yeah.
How to stay healthy.
Oh yeah,
Staying
that's
fit.
He
Yeah.
loves doing that.
He does 100 push-ups every day.
Every day.
And
Nice.
it's a goal for him now. And he taught us how to how do I put this? Like, teach you, like, your feelings are just feelings and they will pass away. Because, like, most people, they can't, like, take away their feelings because, like, they're mostly, like, really sad or, like, really mad or really envious. And, like, that's a hard thing. But I know, like, he's taught us how to do that. And it's kind of, like, it's really helpful, honestly.
Yeah, very helpful. He taught us how to do stuff like in a normal way, but not like in a way that you would see it. He's like very like
He teaches us hard.
yeah, he teaches us hard, but he's very nice to go
Oh
to.
yeah, he taught us how to read, write,
Play
yeah.
piano, stuff like that.
Well, we wanted to play piano.
but
He didn't teach us how to play piano. He
kind of
no.
mostly.
But what you said was very important when you said about the feelings. The feelings are what make you take an action. You will never take an action unless you feel a certain way. So whatever you think will create a feeling, and that feeling will create an action. So if you can stop the feeling part and just let it pass, like you said, a lot of people act on their feelings. Something happens, they just want to do it, and they end up doing something crazy. And I see y'all don't really do a lot of like crazy stuff out of nowhere because you can keep your feelings in check.
Yeah, in a certain level, like keep it at peace.
Yeah.
At bay.
Because you're gonna feel a certain way at times. It's not like you can just always be happy, but it's about what do you do when you feel that way. When you get upset, how far do you go? How are you able to calm it down? Do you let it build up? Do you deal with it right away? All that stuff is important. So that's definitely a good lesson he taught you for sure. Well, you have a great dad. He taught you a lot of stuff.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So if you could describe your dad in like 2 sentences, 3 sentences, how would you describe him?
Virtuous man, funny man, very funny, amazingly funny. I love him. And inspiring, honestly. He's very inspiring. He's a good person to go to.
Okay. What you got?
I say my dad is a really wise man. He's also somebody to look up to. So he's like, since he's like very like determined to do a certain thing or like to get us into something that will also like help us be a better person. That's what I say.
Okay. So what is it like having a white stepfather?
It doesn't really faze me, honestly. It doesn't hurt me.
It doesn't really like it doesn't affect anything.
Different, yes, but it's not a problem for me.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's good. So do you feel like I do a good job as a stepfather?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
You answered that quick.
Because it's the truth.
What do I do that's good as a stepfather?
Even though you don't teach us a lot like our dad, you have like a spark that like, you know, I'm trying to think.
I'm trying to think too.
Keeps me determined and to like see you as someone like other than like an ordinary person, like because other people when they like have a new like step parent, they'll feel like uneasy, not like them, on edge. Like I don't see you that way. I don't see that. I see
more like wise.
I see a determined person, and like I can just see that spark.
Wow. Well, thank you.
Big connections.
Big connection, actually.
Yeah. I mean, I've known y'all since you were really young. And I definitely love y'all as stepchildren. Like, y'all are my kids. Even though we say stepchildren, I look at y'all as my kids.
Same.
Yeah.
We were actually planning on Father's Day to call you Dad.
Why would you tell him?
Because it's not really a secret anymore.
Well, you actually, there was a time that meant something to me when I went to your school. And I was coming to pick you up or something. And you said, and somebody said, "Who is this?" You said, "That's my dad."
Oh,
And
yeah,
you
I
probably
did.
didn't even know. You probably didn't realize you said it, but it meant something to me.
Oh, yeah.
But I do love y'all very much. And y'all are some great girls. Y'all are the best daughters I could have had. I couldn't have had better daughters in the whole world. I love y'all and Mason the same. You know, y'all are my kids.
Even though we haven't seen him in a while.
I haven't.
Yeah, we all haven't.
And that's been a tough time. And we're going to see him soon, you know. But if you could describe me in a few sentences, how would you describe me?
Wise, helpful, respectful, and kind.
Thank you.
I say that you're very determined. You're fun.
Very fun.
And you're like inspirable and also helpful.
Well, I appreciate that. So I know y'all make music.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So let's get into that. So
love music.
how long y'all been making music for?
Oh, I have
2?
no idea.
2 years?
Since y'all
No,
were
not
young.
2 years. Because remember, we made like music like we were
2
baby.
years
Oh,
old.
no.
2 years old.
Yeah,
When y'all
2
were
years old.
young, y'all were doing like jumping on the
Stage. I remember.
Yeah,
Stage
I
too.
remember that.
I remember I was on stage for this one part for my email's music. And I think it was like at the feast.
I wasn't there, but I heard about it.
But yeah, I definitely remember being on stage multiple times actually.
Yeah.
We also made a video. I was in it. I was like doing like a voice. Me, my cousin, I think my other cousin, we were like doing a voice, and it was also an email song. Then we made our own song. It was about like Yahweh, our God,
Yeah.
like how he's like a good person, stuff like that. And
Y'all been
Yeah.
recording songs since y'all were young.
young.
So y'all are definitely very skilled and talented already at your age. So how much do you love making music?
A lot. I love making music, like 10%. Like
10%.
I'm no.
Hold up.
Like at like the like 100. 100. That's what I meant.
110%.
No.
Whoa.
Yes. 100. No. What? 100%.
She says, I think you meant by a scale 10 out of 10,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, 10 out of 10.
I
Oh,
see.
okay.
I was
Okay.
gonna
Now
say,
you
that's
said
what I
10%.
meant.
I was like 10%.
Okay, 10 out of 10. Okay. Okay. Got it.
Music is honestly how like I wouldn't say focus, but like it's a thing that I like doing to like get into something. Like let's say like dishes, I usually like either sing or play music, and I usually like do the dishes, or like drawing, I usually play music, because like music gives me an idea on what to draw also.
Yeah, it creates like this creative vibe
Yeah.
going on.
It's just like it's just running.
It
through
causes
your
you.
head.
It causes you to do something. You know.
Yeah, true. It's a good point. Move, dance,
Yeah.
all kind of stuff. So, do you see your guys' music blowing up?
Yes.
Yes. Especially like our like old music. Even how we post them?
No.
I don't think we have. But like I think it would. In the future, I think it would.
Well, there's gonna be new music.
Well, not
too.
in the future. In the
Yeah.
past, it would.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we're gonna drop a lot of music.
Yeah.
Are you is that something that you want to pursue in life? Is doing music for your future?
Yeah. Not full time, but like
Yeah.
I would do it.
But like once in a while, like
You are an artist though.
I am an artist already.
So you might be more into music.
I am more into music.
Okay. So I know you made a song called it's what was it called? What was it Neptune in July? So you made a song called Neptune in July.
Yes.
Right? It just came out recently. That was a
That
dope
was 2
video.
weeks ago.
Yeah.
I love that song.
I love that song too.
We've had that song stuck in our head for like a month.
Yeah.
I'm not joking. And I'll be like doing the dishes. I'll be like, Neptune in July. And she would be like, "Are you singing my song?" I'm like, "Yeah."
I know, like, well, the only reason it's stuck in our head is because
It's pretty
we
catchy.
actually had to dance to it, and we had to like rehearse it so many times that we got it stuck in our head.
Yeah,
So-
because y'all were doing the dance in the music
Yeah,
video.
yeah.
So for y'all haven't heard it already, So Cute Soraya, Neptune in July is on YouTube now. The music video. So so you did a song about aliens. How do you actually feel about aliens? Do y'all believe in aliens?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
What do you think they look like?
I don't think they're green.
No, me neither. They, like, people think they're originally green because that's like an
Yeah, they're-
alien color, but
Yeah,
not
like the
really.
green, short, have the big eyes. The big eyes part, I think
could be real.
short. I don't think it really cares about. I don't think
How high they are, how tall they are.
Honestly, I think aliens could look like
Anyway,
human.
they could look human.
But-
they could look they could look anyway, but
I don't think they look human. They have like a human body, but they're not human. You know, that's what I think an alien it looks like.
I think you're probably right. I think there's probably a lot of different types of aliens and
Yeah,
different
exactly.
planets. So we look like this because of like how far we are from the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Like
We're-
if we was colder, we would have more hair. We'd have hair all over our body to stay, or we'd have thick skin like a reptile. So it's like depending on where your environment is how you're gonna look. But I could see them looking human. Maybe some of them are taller because we got the gravity we have keeps us this high. If we had less
Yeah.
gravity, we would be taller. So yeah, I think they
That's
could.
actually the atmosphere, not gravity.
Yeah, the atmosphere, like what we breathe. You know, like our noses would be different. We might have more noses, more like holes in our nose
Yeah.
if we had less oxygen to be able to breathe better. Like there's so many things that could change about that. Tails, like
I don't think.
I am not
tails.
being a furry.
That's wild. Furry is wild.
sorry, but I don't want to be one.
I think there's aliens for sure.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Do you think they visit Earth?
Most likely, I think they probably either live on Earth, maybe like underground or like in
Yeah.
the water.
I think that's possible. There's a lot of people that think they live underground or and in the water
Yeah.
because a lot of UFOs come out of the water. So that's weird.
I heard that that scientists are trying to find out if there's like no, they're not finding out. They're looking to see if we can actually like live on Mars,
Yeah,
stuff like that. I heard that like
Elon
they're-
Musk.
Yeah,
trying to go to Mars and create a human civilization on Mars.
yeah. I heard like there's like oxygen, not really oxygen. I heard water. Water
Yeah,
mostly.
exactly. They found some water, so they can use that to live off
Mm-hmm.
of, and then they're gonna build a base there. We can't breathe there, so they have to always be inside a building
Something, yeah.
or have a mask on, a suit on. That's the only thing. But I feel like it's smart because like if something happens to Earth, and we can just go to Mars. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
not everybody can go, so that's gonna be a crazy situation. But just being able to have an alternate place to go, because if not, then we're just dead. Humans are over. we
Wait,
don't-
if something happened to it will happen to Mars first if it will happen to Earth because it's Mercury, Venus, Earth. Mercury, Venus, Earth.
Mars
Mars
is-
is back.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah.
But you're right. It just depends. Like it could just be a war where people kill each other over here, and then you can't live here no more. Or it could be an asteroid that hit. But you're right. They both could get messed up. Now if that happens,
Them are cooked.
so you have a point. Maybe we should get a little further away. You got a good
Yeah,
point there.
like-
I didn't even think about that.
At least farther away, like way far away from Earth. Like
Yeah.
probably not even Mars. Probably
Yeah.
like
See, the reason why we have to go to Mars is because it's not that cold there.
Yeah.
If you get further than that, it gets too cold. If you go closer to the sun, it's too hot. So that's the thing about life. It's like it has to be the perfect combination.
Which is Earth.
Which is Earth, exactly. And Mars may have used to been livable on one time. It just said now it's not. So I know y'all have a great relationship with God. For the kids out there who don't have a great relationship with God, what advice do you have for them?
You got to learn the law. You have to keep reading the Bible, keep the laws, statutes. And you have to keep living with him. You gotta keep loving him, and don't be afraid to ask him for help or anything.
Yeah.
I'm not saying why I am afraid of God, but not like in that way to not ask him for anything, you know?
In a way that, like, a scared way, but then in a confident way that you can actually talk to him, communicate with him, and actually be able to get advice from him.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's a great answer. I think a lot of kids need to hear that, for sure. For all the kids out there, because you guys mentioned earlier in the podcast, you guys are really good at dealing with hard times. There's a lot of kids out there going through hard times right now. They don't know how to get through it. And they're, like you said, cutting themselves and all kind of stuff and trying to cope. What advice, I'm going to ask Soraya first. What advice for kids your age, what advice do you have to them to get through the time they're going through to become a better person?
Just really just know that whatever happens, it happens. You can't change it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't just go back in time. You wish you could, but you can't, because that's not how it works. But just stay confident in yourself and know that you can do it. Although you don't think you can, just stay the way you are. Just be yourself.
Great answer. What about you?
Your mistakes help you become a better person. And I'd say, like, it's okay to cry whenever things get bad. And you don't need to do certain things just to cope, like smoking, drugs, cutting yourself. You don't have to do that. You just go to that because you see other people doing it. And, like, that's honestly very bad. And you need to take yourself away from people that are like that. Because, like, if you have 5 friends that all smoke, guess what you're about to do? You're about to start smoking.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
You just carry on after them. Like, if you had, like, let's say 5 friends, and they all want to do something to themselves that would hurt themselves, they all just do random things to themselves that would hurt them, you would start doing that too.
Yeah,
so you need to find probably new friends that can actually encourage you to do things that you don't think you can do.
Yeah, to cheer you on, actually.
Yeah, to cheer you on.
Wow. That was really, really good. This was a great conversation. I appreciate y'all coming on. Y'all did a good job.
Yeah.
How do y'all feel about it? That's your first podcast.
I feel like I've been heard. Like, I feel like I've been heard from, like, how I see people, like, because I see from other people's perspectives. I think I've been heard, like, what I know, and, that I have knowledge.
Both of y'all have a lot of knowledge. Y'all are great girls. Keep going. Keep pushing. Whatever y'all want to do in life, you know I support you and me, your mom and dad. We all support you, and you're going to do it. And you're going to be superstars in whatever industry or whatever you decide to do. So I love y'all. And see y'all next episode.
Love you too. You did that to the thing. You look. I'm like, bro, get off the mic.
It's time to let it flow.